there, and welcome back to another edition of Antigua Adventures. And today, Antigua Adventures is happening in my house back home in Canada on Vancouver Island. Because even though I'm not on a trip to Antigua right now, I am starting already to plan my next trip down south. We like to spend a couple of months a year in Antigua, and we help rescue animals while we're there. So this trip is very important to me. But today I want to talk about something other than the work we do with animals. I want to talk about how to pack. So how to pack as a woman who has products that she uses, how to pack for a trip to the Caribbean. Because a couple of important things to remember if you've never traveled in the Caribbean before is that a lot of the smaller islands, Antigua is one of the larger, but there's quite a few smaller islands, do not have the same kind of shopping choices. And so I'm going to help you by telling you the most important things that you should bring with you on your trip so that you don't have to go without them, because they're going to be hard for you to find down south. So Antigua is one of the more developed islands. It has a couple of large shopping centers. One is Epicurean and the other is called First Choice, and quite a few other pharmacies. A lot of the smaller islands and Cuba have a lot less shopping options. So when I talk about things that you can't find or are hard or expensive to find in Antigua, that means there's a far better chance that you won't be able to find them at all on those other smaller islands. And so you should think about bringing them with you. So the first thing I want to talk about is skincare. So if you have a skincare routine, and many of us do, especially us ladies as we get older, or more mature, I should say, there's a lot of products that you will find you cannot buy down south. And if you can find them, they're going to be very expensive. And I've got a couple of examples here. I've got my hyaluronic acid toner by It's Skin. I'll show you that. And I've got my ordinary lactic acid, which I know is popular with many of you. I'll show you that. So those are a couple of products that, especially Korean skincare items, I have never seen those in a store down south. Now, if you would like to put in the comments if you have found some of these products in a store in Antigua or another smaller island in the Caribbean, please let us know by putting it in the comments. But I have never seen any products like that. There are a couple of decent pharmacies. The one in Epicurean is one, and there's a pharmacy called Wood's Pharmacy in Antigua that does have some skincare creams, some face skincare creams. But it's a very small selection to what you can find here or order on Amazon. And additionally, it's 4 times the price. Literally, a face cream that would cost $10 here will cost 45 Canadian dollars down there, just because it's hard to get things there and you can't readily order Amazon from down there. That's the other thing to remember. Some other places you might go to, I can just order something from Amazon. No, you can't. There are ways to get products shipped to Antigua, but they're expensive, and as a tourist, they're not really available to you, so you need to bring those things with you. So it will save you time, frustration, and money just to bring those important skincare items down there when you travel. And so the next thing, of course, we're going to a sunny climate, is sunscreen. So body sunscreen, we'll talk about body sunscreen first. If you have a particular brand, I've got here my Hawaiian Tropic Oil 4, which I really like. If you have a very particular brand of body sunscreen, it's possible you may not be able to find it down south, so you might want to bring that. But of all the things that are sold in stores there, many of the stores and pharmacies sell a variety of sunscreens. And a lot of them are kind of comparable in price if you go to the supermarket, for example. And so to save you weight in packing, because if you carry a bunch of sunscreens with you, they do weigh quite a bit, the body sunscreens, you can bring 1 or 2 with you and then buy them down south. Again, if you're not into a particular brand. Face sunscreens are a completely different story. We are very spoiled up here in North America and in Europe in that we have all of these varieties we can order from Amazon, Korean sunscreen, Neutrogena, all of these other Clinique, these other amazing brands that make specific sunscreens for the face. that offer specific benefits. And most of us have 1 or 2 or 3 that we really, really like. Now, those are hard to find in any store down south in the Caribbean. The ones that you can find, again, they're going to be 4 times the price, and the chance that you'll find the brand that you like, and one of the ones I have here is my Neutrogena Invisible Daily, just an example. I have never seen this sunscreen down south, or any Korean sunscreen down south. Again, go ahead and throw it in the comments below if you have seen sunscreens on a little Caribbean island and you want to give a shout out. But that would be something that I would recommend bringing yourself as well. And along the same lines, hair care. Many women like me are very particular about the hair care products that we use. And I know this is a controversial topic right now, and I'm not interested in getting into the controversy, but I use this Olaplex conditioner, number 5. I think it's great. I've been using it for quite a few years, and I have very fine and dry hair, so this is great for me. And because you go in the salt water a lot, you need something that's going to be detangling, and this really does it for me. I also use the Olaplex number 3 Perfector as well. So I have never again seen any of those Olaplex or even really professional hair care products in stores. There is one hair shop that I remember in Jolly Harbor, and they had some Paul Mitchell. I could see through the window. I didn't go in to check it out, but that is the only time or place on the island that I've ever seen professional hair care products. So if you don't care what you use and you're okay with a drugstore brand, there's a fairly decent selection. I'd recommend Epicurean for that, but if you have a particular brand, chances are you're not going to find it down there. So bring enough. Bring it with you and bring enough to last you for your whole time there, because if you run out, again, it's going to be frustrating because you won't be able to find your favorite product. So those are some products. A couple of other things that I bring with me because they're very helpful as a woman and also hard to find is, one of them is, I love these either microfiber or cotton hair wraps, right? A lot of us have these now. You're not going to find good cotton hair wraps like this down south. In fact, even like really good towels are kind of hard to find. And if you can find them, again, they're going to cost you a lot of money. So bringing 1 or 2 kind of personal, I don't know if you call it luxury or comfort items like this, will mean a lot to you, especially again, you're getting your hair wet all the time, every day, because you're going in and out of the water. So bring those favorite products with you that help. Another thing that's kind of odd that is, for some reason, crazy expensive down south is, drumroll, Q-tips. Why? I don't know. Q-tips are very, very expensive down south. Things like cotton pads, Q-tips, they cost a little bit more money down there. Again, probably because it's harder to get things there. So think about bringing a supply of those items with you when you go down. Usually airlines allow you to have 1 free checked-in bag and you have to pay for another, but it can be worth it to pay for an extra bag if you're going to be bringing things that would cost 4 times the money. I mean, you do the math. Costs about $60 to bring an extra suitcase, but if you're bringing things that are far more expensive down south, it will actually save you money in the long run. So those are just some little tips from me. I've been going to the Caribbean for 6 years. I've been going to Antigua and staying there for a long period of time. Before that, I have spent time in Cuba, and before that, I spent about 18 winters in Mexico for various lengths of time. So I have done a lot of traveling and have a lot of experience packing. And I know the frustration and rage if you accidentally forget something and you're trying to find it down there and you can't. Very, very frustrating. So take it from me, make a list of all of the products that you use while you're packing. Decide the ones that you can't live without while you're on your trip. Do yourself a favor and bring those things with you. You'll be happy that you did. All right. Thanks very much for tuning in to this packing tips version of Antigua Adventures. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, whether that's up here packing and getting ready to go or back down south when we help out with animals again next winter. Bye.